Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Shanty. This is your Wrexham daily news and update show, the Breakfast Club. Yes, that is a Sunday show. Going to be a very quick show today, but I wanted to get some information out there about Max and cover that real quick and see where we're at with that because games are coming thick and fast. We got a Tuesday game coming up, so yeah, I just wanted to get people. Get an update that there's some things are happening behind the scenes. Also, too, I was just coming on to do the show, and then I pop on and I see Ken in the background. I got to take the keys away from these guys. They come in and they're like, all having a party, having morning coffee. Calls it morning coffee. Oh, good. I'm just joking, man. Good to see everybody. I hope everyone's having a good Sunday or Monday, for that matter, for some of the folks that are around the world. Thanks for jumping in. Smash the like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit yet. The only news show, the only dedicated show that gives you news and updates every single day for Wrexham. It's the best produced show out there. I will say, I'm just saying it. I'm a little biased, but thanks for coming in and become a member and get your Local Pundit merch as well. And there's something that hell must have froze over because Hip Karma is first today. Beat Nikki D and also beat Drew Does Whatever. So there you go. Got to give it there. Just deserves. And hi, Marie from SoCal. How are you? And there's Ken on there. He's just he's on the podium himself, he says. And Rats always ninth. There we go. Hip Karma says, everyone, evening, guy. It's breakfast here. Not about hot beverage yet. Not had a hot beverage yet. Well, Hip Karma, maybe we can warm you up with some of this too. And Marie is on my time zone. So here we go. So, all right. Obviously, got the 0-0 draw. Got the point yesterday, which is good. I'm 24 hours afterwards. Listen, going away and getting a point is always great. John, if you haven't seen, John put a nice note. I think it was a nice note in the after our show yesterday, talking about how much trust in Phil Parkinson. Put some stats up there. For me, I'm not talking about Phil. I think he's doing a brilliant job too, and I think it's going to get difficult because we got a big October coming up. It's the 29th of September, but with Max going down yesterday, ligaments, we don't know how long he's going to be out. So there's a couple articles here I want to get to. Like I said, it's going to be a quick one, and then we're going to turn this around because tomorrow we have That's a Wrap show, news and update, and then Tuesday we're back on the pitch again at Stevenage. So we got it's coming thick and fast. Glenda's in the house as well. Chicky Brew is also here. How are you? Hi, Chicky. How are you? So again, after the 24 hours thinking about it, it's like, listen, it's a great point away. But I still think that we need to make some changes in the middle of the park. Evans needs to start. If you haven't watched my Wrexham reaction show yesterday, please go watch that. That's my take, how I feel about it. Again, to be clear on everyone, I am not dogging on Phil Parkinson. Everyone, I just want to put that out there. I believe in Phil. I believe he's going to figure it out. So, but I want to see Evans come in the midfield and we're going to have to make these changes. And I think the Max going down is forcing him into changes. I think Scar will come in. Brunt might be an opportunity at some point, so we shall see. But to be fair, if Scar does come in, and he's going to play with O'Connell, who's one of our best center halves, as we know, they're going to have to learn to play together. So what's that going to look like? I think on Tuesday, I'm playing Scar and O'Connell together, and maybe Brunt, or Boyley. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Only 2 minutes late, says Koopy Splat. I don't know. Is that me or you? JB65. Hi, everyone. And Dan Morris, these are always top 10. Hey, Sanjay, how are you? What's everyone feeling after 24 hours after yesterday? And let's talk about Max real quick. Let's talk about the Maxi thing. So again, confirmed ligament damage in his leg. He went down yesterday. He's a young kid, 22 years old. He has damaged his ligaments in his ankle. Came down awkwardly. I haven't gone back and seen it, so we're gonna have to check it out. But we don't know how long he's going to go out. So Wrexham defender Max Cleworth has damaged ankle ligaments, says Richard Williams. Phil Parkinson is keeping his fingers crossed. And we played the waiting game, by the way. That's to say the waiting game. That's what's up there. Is not facing a lengthy spell on the sidelines, but the Wrexham boss says the players are ready to step up during his absence. And I think they are. I think they've been chomping at the goddamn bit to get out there. Next man up. He's been outstanding, as he said right there. Young player of the season last year for the second time, 23-24 season. Ever present in the opening 8 league games with 3 goals to his name. The 22-year-old limped off in the closing stages of the Saturday's 0-0 draw with Leyton Orient at Brisbane Road, which leaves Wrexham second in the table, as we know this. Waiting to discover how long he will be out. Cleworth, Parkinson admits The talented defender will be a big loss because the players are chomping at the bit. Wow, it's like I almost read that there. Ready to come into the team, and they are. You saw Scarzy. Literally, I said Scarzy was sitting on his. This sounds stupid. He was sitting on his chair, but he was sitting on the top of his chair like this, like itching to get on the pitch the whole time. And he's been out. He's the one that's kind of been, for lack of a better word, the most vocal one of the guys that have come in. Like, I'm biding my time. I'm frustrated, and now he's got an opportunity to do that. Luckily, we are very, very, very. We have a lot of depth in our defense, so that is good. Brunt. Lewis Brunt hasn't featured in the league since joining Wrexham either, from Leicester City, and neither had the fellow summer signings Dan Scarr brought on it from Plymouth Argyle until he replaced Cleworth late at Orient. It's his ankle ligaments, but the extent of it we won't know until later, said Parkinson. We just hope Max isn't too badly injured. Injuries happen, and that's part and parcel of football. You've got to cope with them, and we have got good players like Dan Scarr, who has been outstanding in everything he has done since he walked into the building, and I believe that's true. We got Lewis Brunt, who has obviously been waiting for his opportunity as well. We've got Billy Boyle, and Evans can play there as well. Those were in the remarks yesterday. Evans needs to be in the middle of the park for me. I'm not getting Stash out of there. I think he's been sensational, but I'm moving Evans into the middle of the field. Goes on to say, of course, we want everyone available and fit, but the reality is you're going to get injuries throughout the course of the season. Now, if they're going to have a scan on it, I'm sure they're trying to maybe wait. If it's swollen, they're probably trying to wait for the swelling to go down to see how that goes. Again, not a doctor, just what I've read, what I've heard. So if it's swollen, they want to maybe wait for the swelling to go down to do an MRI or whatever they're going to do on it to see what the extent of the injuries are. Because ligaments, sometimes that's worse. Sometimes that's worse than a break because, bones heal easily. I broke my ankle and did ligaments. I was in a boot for 6 months, but that was me. I was 27, I think, at the time. But they have great medicine. So I'm hoping it's only – I could see it be 4 to 6 weeks, but we don't know. We don't know exactly how long it's going to be. So we shall see. But we are playing the waiting game at this point. And if anything breaks, we'll get it out there. I anticipate in the next couple of days, maybe tomorrow, maybe pushing it, maybe look at Wednesday or Thursday, get an update on that, to seeing how, I'm sure they got him in. I'm sure he's icing it, wherever they're doing, taking care of him. I'm sure they have a great medical staff. I know they have a great medical staff. Marie from SoCal said, I had ligament go when I was 30 snow skiing. So painful when it happened. That's when I saw how much pain was Max, and I thought ligament for sure. Yeah, I haven't watched it back yet, but you gave us the number yesterday. I think it was like, 85-49 or something like that, 86-49 in the minutes. So go watch that back. I didn't see exactly what happened. But we are playing this waiting game here to see how long he's going to be out. Again, luckily we have cover. He came down on the side of a defender's shoe. Okay, that makes sense. So he came down and it went like this, and he probably overextended it, and then there you go. That's what happens. Goofy Spot says, my weird theory is that Brunt will start since Phil has always sees him to have younger defenders and 2 old ones. You think he's going to start Brunty? It's a possibility. Goofy Spot. You never know. Ruth's in the house. Hi, everyone. Possibility. I think Scarr. Is going to be in there. I think Scarr and, again, O'Connell will be in there. But we'll see. I guess there's no other updates on injuries and anyone else in the team, so that's a good sign. But, again, luckily we do have the cover here. I'm trying to see if there's any other articles here that is going on with Maxi. This is another article from goal.com. Cleworth has been in excellent form. Started the season scoring 3 goals. Did you know? Cleworth replaced by Dan Scarr, who made his League One debut for the club. He's likely to be relied upon to fill the void by the stricken defender. So he'll have to get up to speed quickly. Again, I think if he's going to be out, he's definitely going to be playing on Tuesday, Max. So if it going forward, it's going to be Cleworth and Scarr. Sorry, if it's going to be O'Connell and Scarr, get him on the pitch on Tuesday. I think it's very, very important. Although I think that O'Connell is a like for like, but we'll see. While Wrexham wait for confirmation of Cleworth's injury, they face Stevenage on Tuesday before Northampton Town next weekend. Again, all very thick and fast, all coming super quick. So I'm hoping to get an update tomorrow. I doubt that will happen. Tuesday is the match, so we'll see. But as soon as an update breaks, we'll get there. We will get there. But I feel bad for the kid. I say kid, he's 22. The man, Cleworth, he's played so well, and he's such a embodiment of what the club is coming through the ranks. Young player of the year. Everyone's rooting for him, and you could see he's just going strength to strength. But again, injuries do happen, unfortunately, and he'll come back stronger and fitter. And I know for sure he's got the support of the town, of the club, of his teammates. They're going to be right there for him, and we'll get him back. So I'm saying 4 to 6 weeks. That's my guess for what I'm hearing, and I'm hoping we get an update tomorrow. If not tomorrow, I bet you it'll be Wednesday to see if the swelling does go down there, because I'm sure he's in a bunch of pain. So hopefully he's managing that pain well, and I'm sure they are. Also, too, moving on today, the women's team was in action today and lost to Swansea City 3-2. And Bruce, thanks for the correction, letting me know that I had to switch the 3 and the 2. Love being corrected by people for stuff like that. Wrexham 2, Swansea City 3. They did lose, unfortunately. So, they haven't had the best start of the season, but they'll grow, and I'm sure they'll get better as the season goes on. So that happened today. Who did score the goals? I'm going to check here. Ava Suckley and Rosie Hughes were on target. STōK Cae Ras, but Wrexham's search for the first points of the season goes on after defeat to Swansea City. So that's unfortunate, but it did happen. Let me see. 1,300 supporters were there today. I think it was raining pretty heavily. So that's pretty good. They did play at the STōK, which is awesome for them. Go rewatch that. They've been putting those up on the YouTube page, I believe. Yeah. So not on the iPhone. I'm not quite sure, but a 3-2. I'm sure they didn't. I saw the last couple of minutes of the game, so I was doing other things. I was watching Manchester United get absolutely rinsed. Ten Hag is dead man walking at this point, by the way. Holy God, fallout of that is insane. But they'll turn it around. The women will absolutely turn it around. I'm sure of it. They have great talent. They have a great coaching staff, and everyone's behind them too. So we shall see. Well, I just think that because it used to be Tozer and EOC, and Stash was quite young. Now we have EOC, Stash, and Maxi. I like Max too. But Brunt was not on the bench yesterday, so it's not like he couldn't get on. But you could be right. That I think that could be that like for like. Although I think Brunt is a left footer. Could be split if I'm not mistaken. Brunt is a left footer. And O'Connell's a right footer, and I think Scarsy is a right footer too. So hopefully we're gonna need them all. We're gonna need them all. Goofy Splat, we are. And if he's out, let's say he's out for 2 months. Jesus H, it's a big loss, but we have a lot of depth in the back. We have more depth in the back than we do anywhere else. So I feel comfortable that we'll be okay. And depth in players that have played at leagues above, like Scars. Scarsy played for Plymouth Argyle last year, so we'll be fine there. Does anyone know why Rosie Hughes has been starting? There's that came up in the Discord, Glenda. There's something going on there. We shall see. There's something going on there for sure. I don't have anything. I do not have anything. Depends on if he needs surgery. It could be the first. It could be the first of the year. Ooh, really? I'm not saying you're wrong. That if he needs surgery, that's worse than we thought. Obviously, but I'm sure it's swollen. They got to wait for the swelling to go down to actually get a good look at it. Wayne, good morning, everyone. How you doing, Wayne? Good to see you, my friend. How's everything in your world? Are you just getting up yourself? I'm sure you are. He's down under with Ken and Hip Karma, and I think Frankie S as well. He is a left footer. Okay, so I'm going to say that he's on that left side. We'll see. If O'Connell gets pushed out and Scar gets in the middle of the pitch, in the middle of that back three, I think that's how it's going to go down. But I don't think O'Connell is that quick. Scar is definitely not that quick, but I don't think O'Connell's that quick. So it's going to be an interesting one. I mean, Christ, maybe we go 4 at the back. Who knows? But that'd be pretty harsh. That solves our midfield too. I guess go to a 4-4-2 or 4-3-3. I don't know. We'll see. Waiting for concrete, my friend. At the moment, he's waiting for concrete. Wayne is working. Well, it's good to see you, Wayne. And I love the picture of your dog there, too. Marie from STōK said that he traveled back with the team. It is a good sign. Yeah, it's a good sign. He's in a boot for sure. But there's no update, and we're just waiting on the update. If we get anything, we will break it. But again, I wanted to do a quick show today just to say that we're doing the waiting game ourselves. Hopefully everyone's having a good Sunday. We're heading into October, which is great. It's going to be a very, very busy October. And we're going to need hopefully this isn't the, also, let me put this out there. I think it was, oh God, was it? It was Kelly. Kelly Davidson put out a message, and this is going to go out to Aaron. And I have to put this out there as the I guess the owner. I don't want to call it the owner. As someone who runs the channel, and this is from Kelly Davidson. Re-listening to this one was the statistical nightmare episode. We do the stat show. To this one while doing housework, and caught Aaron's God forbid prediction at the 47-minute and 55 seconds of Max's injury during the Orient match. Spooky dimension there, Josh, as Aaron is no longer permitted to use injuries for Wrexham players as examples of possible lineup scenarios. Please pass the directive on to my favorite Indiana Wrexham fan. Thank you. So that is a directive out there from HR, and just want to let you know, Aaron, you are on warning from Kelly. So you're not allowed to say so and so can get injured, and that's going to do rotation. I don't know if did you know something we don't know? I'm not sure, but we need to put that out there. You are that's one strike. Says HR from Kelly, and Doopy Spot said, don't get the point of them traveling back. They'll be heading back to London again Tuesday. I think they flew back yesterday. Yes. So I don't get it either. I don't get it either. If you got it, get a PJ, go up and down. It's probably a half-hour flight. It's better than the 4 hours. I know. Hopefully, everyone got up and down safely driving, and we're always looking out for that. But Stevenage is, down there too, so I'm sure they're flying right back down. So we shall. If he went up in the air, I don't know. I'm glad he's back home. They needed him to get back to get looked at and get started on the treatment to where they're going to be at. So, all right. So, quick one today. Quick one, just a real quick one. Smash the like if you can. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit 50,001 and become the member. It does help out. If anything breaks, we will be on it. As you know, we're the only show that goes live every single day. We produce that much content, everyone dedicated to Wrexham. It's great. There's great channels out there, but you don't get the content you have here, which is why we love it, and which is why we have a fantastic community. Tomorrow night will be news and update. Tomorrow will be news and update, and then we'll do That's a Wrap show. And then Tuesday is the game against Stevenage, and we'll be doing Wrexham time, which was great. Everyone, it was a great conversation afterwards. I know everyone likes that, and we'll go on through the week. It's gonna be October's going to be a fast one. So keep an eye on everything. And on that bombshell, I will see you all soon.